I got a project in progress to try and redo my driveway retaining wall here. This is kind of a drivable path around the structure, and the dually's a little bit wider. Just in general, it'd be nice to have a little bit more space. I did get into the previous block I had here, so I'm bumping it out about 18 inches or so, and I'm gonna pound a bunch of rebar through the wall and fill the voids with cement. It's going to be a little bit taller now too, so the drop off will be more severe, but the driveway ultimately should be flatter and a little bit wider to get things through it, which will be cool. So the wall blocks are stacked, and I've driven rebar through every so often, and got a bunch of gravel here I'm gonna start backfilling the wall with. That should give me a little bit of a drainage channel behind the wall, but it's also just a pretty cheap bulk fill material that's available to me. I'm gonna do that. And then, unlike the like cinder blocks, when you stack them up, these retaining wall blocks, they have kind of a different shape. You want to have some kind of rough backfill before you fill the voids with cement mix, because there's a tendency for the mix to want to fall through to the back of the wall. So having a backfill up to that should sort of check that, save on your cement mix a little bit. There's 30 something bags of cement mix, which may or may not be enough. Don't exactly remember the last update I did on this project, but the retaining wall's been all cemented. I cut off the rebar pieces that were sticking out. I've got some rocks on site to kind of blend in the ends of the retaining wall with some rock work. You might notice these cinder blocks here, I had a bunch of fire damaged cinder blocks. So I put them there. They were kind of convenient for blocking up the back of the wall while I put in the cement mix. Since I didn't have it properly backfilled yet, that kind of stopped it from just pouring back into the void. But otherwise, it's not really significant of anything other than backfilling a retaining wall is a good opportunity to get rid of any extra rubble or refuse that you just as soon have disappear. I finally got another update on the driveway retaining wall project. Kind of been languishing, but I moved a bunch of, these are fire damaged concrete pavers, basically rubble at this point, so I'm taking the opportunity to bury them, and now starting to bring in a bunch of dirt loads to do so. The driveway retaining wall project is pretty well coming along. I've brought in about as much fill as I'm going to, and driven over it a few times, although this spot in the front is a little noticeably lower, so I may put a little bit more there. There's a step right there, so I don't want to raise it up too much, but it's looking pretty good. I might hit it with the plate compactor because I'm going to have it over here in the near future, and I'll probably put a layer of mulch on top of it eventually. But getting pretty close to calling it a video.